What's good, ladies and gents? Your boy Dak908 here, the Dig Dug himself, back with week of Greatsword, episode number 4, I think 4, whatever the episode is, the one more than the one yesterday. Regardless, here we are, guys. We're using another pretty good Greatsword set. Before we get into that, let me just say one thing: do not ever ping to me, okay? Don't ping if you know where the monster is. Don't ping if you like found the tail or something like that. Just don't ping. Pinging is now my new least favorite thing in the entire world. If you ping, I hate you. Do not ping at me, because this guy pinged to me. I'm like, yeah, man, Zamtros is where you're at, bro. Even though I already knew where Zamtros spawned at, okay? I knew where Zamtros spawned at, but since he pinged and I didn't double check to see if he was actually seen by the monster, I walked all the way up there to go see what he was doing, and when I got there, he wasn't doing nothing. That pissed me off. You, sir, I do not like you, okay? I don't like you. But let's move back. Let's get to what we're talking about. So first, my man Macaroni, shout out to the dude. He gave me the set right here. That's the ish right there. But yo, let me tell you, the set looks kind of cool. Okay, it got a cape to it. Any set with a cape, I'm down for. But this set, even though it has a cape, is actually really dope. It's pretty cool. It has my favorite skill in this game, Challenger +2. Now, Challenger +2, if you guys don't know, it gives you attack up large and a +15 increase to affinity when a monster is enraged. Now, I know a lot of people says, well, that's really situational, Dak. The monster has to be mad first. I don't care, okay? Shit, monsters get mad all the damn time, all right? Especially if you're fighting like Devil Joe or like Rajang or something like that. Monsters get pissed off all the time, so you're probably gonna have that increase for the majority of the fight anyway. Weakness exploit. 50% more affinity when you hit a weak spot to a monster, okay? Really good skill to have, okay? Especially if you're with the Greatsword. Greatswords and weakness exploit kind of go hand in hand because you're trying to be surgical, methodical, and really line up your actual attacks. Now, antivirus. Let me say this. Antivirus is not part of the original set. I put antivirus on there simply because the talisman that I have allowed me to actually have more slots available to me, so that way I was able to actually gem in antivirus, because when you make this mix set, it has actually +7 points into antivirus. So I was like, yo, what the hey, let's finish it out, and that's what I did. Critical boost, you know, critical boost for extra critical damage when you do your critical attacks. And I was like, yo, if I have critical boost, Challenger +2, and weakness exploit, and they all do critical type things, let me put on, I'm skipping, okay? I was gonna talk about the armor, I'm gonna talk about my hunter art. Let me put on Frenzy Fever, because once you beat the Frenzy, you get, I think, like 30 or like 20 extra affinity once you beat the virus. And since I had antivirus, I could actually beat it quicker, and if I don't actually beat it, it's gonna take a lot longer for it to actually infect me and then give me the negative down effect of it. So honestly, this set, I finessed it. I ain't gonna lie, it was all in the talisman, but this set is actually really cool to have with an aerial set, or truth be told, it doesn't have to be a greatsword set. I can see people using this set with, like, I don't know, lance or longsword or practically anything. This set is really cool, looks nice, and the skills aren't that bad. And heck, if you have a really dope talisman like the way I got it, you could probably get it too. But let's talk about the armor and the talisman, so that way you guys know what we're working with. So we're looking at EX score cap, okay? EX score cap, because I believe it has like 6 points into spirit all by itself, and then you chest, arms, and waist are all gonna be that Fire Emblem Lodestar joint, okay? You know what that's about, the crit boost and all that good stuff, yo. That's what it is. Also, for the feet, or the greaves, or the legs, if you will, we're looking at Silver Soul Greaves. So Silver Rathalos legs to max out this full set. Now, the talisman, you don't have to have Tenderizer 5 Spirit 1 2-slot talisman. That is the talisman that I used. If you have a Tenderizer 5 talisman, no slots, you can actually do it. If you have, I think he said you could do it with just a 3-slot talisman as well, and you can get the set done. So for the most part, don't look at antivirus, but look at Challenger 2, weakness exploit, and critical boost. You can actually make this set if you don't have what my man referred to as one of those god talismans, which is true, because even though the talisman I'm using right now isn't like super godly, it's pretty dope. Tenderizer 5 Spirit 1 2 slots, hell, a godly one would have been Tenderizer 5 Spirit 3 2 slots or maybe even 3 slots. But yo, my talisman is pretty decent. So yo, even if you have the 3 slot talisman, you can still make this set minus the antivirus, okay? So yo, that's that. Now the weapon. Okay, my man did say, this is what he said. These are his words. You go back and check the thing if you want to. He said the best weapon to probably use this bad boy with is the Narukuga Greatsword maxed out. I think it's called like Dark Knight or something like that. I don't know. It might be. I can't remember. But the Narukuga Greatsword, right? Use that one. Now, it makes sense. 190 attack, 35 affinity, and natural white sharpness. A pretty, you know, good amount of white sharpness. Now, if you can't do that, you can go the poverty way. Also, it has 2 slots. If you're going to do it with the 3 slot talisman, you need a weapon with 3 slots. If you're not going to use a 3 talisman, you're going to need a weapon with 2 slots. But if let's say you do have the Tenderizer 5 or whatever, right? And you don't need to have your 3 slot weapon, use the Narukuga Greatsword. If you don't have the Narukuga Greatsword, you can probably get away with the hyper variant of the, what's that monster called? Sergio. So you can get away with his weapon because it's technically the same thing. The attack is 10 less, the affinity is 15 less, but at its core, it's the same kind of weapon. Moderate attack, high affinity, and natural white sharpness. So you can totally get away with that. Me, however, don't do what I did. I used the Yongaruga Greatsword. Okay, why did I use the Yongaruga Greatsword? I don't really know. I wanted to be different, and truth be told, that's you already know. That's what I'm always trying to do. I'm always trying to be different. I'm trying to think outside the box here. So I said, yo, Yongaruga got a Greatsword. Why is nobody using Yongaruga Greatsword? I'm looking around, ain't nobody using my man Greatsword. Let me tell you why. It has no element, and its affinity is pretty cool, but its attack is average and its sharpness is lackluster, but it has 3 slots. Okay, it has 3 slots. So yo, I decided to use my man Yongaruga's Greatsword because I've never seen anyone use it before, so I'm giving my man a little bit of shine right now. So shout out to the homie Yongaruga. You're like mad annoying, but your boy got mad love for you, alright? So yo, don't ever say that your boy ain't did nothing ever for you, alright? So Yongaruga, next time we fight, please just give me your rejuvenated beaks and stop hating, alright? We cool? Capiche? Cool. So with that being said, I made the set. Set is pretty good. In terms of fashion, it's pretty hot. I ain't gonna front. The hardest thing to actually do though is to find a nice color that matches the gore cap, because the cape is darker than what the actual front pieces of the arm look like. So if you're about that fashion hunter life, I mean, on paper it looks pretty good, but you might not find a good color balance. So yo, if you're about that fashion, my man, you might be suffering in terms of the colors. But yo, it's dope. It has a cape. I can't get mad at no weapon with a cape. So hey, well, no armor with the cape. So yo, it was nice to see that a man right here got a cape on. But yeah, I decided to use aerial with it because it didn't have focus, and you don't really need focus when you run aerial. But so with that being said, this is the set. Pretty nice set. I ain't mad at it. I'm a huge fan of Challenger. So yo, if anybody has a set with Challenger on it, I'm gonna take a gander at it, alright? I'm totally gonna take a gander at it for sure. Shout out to the homie Macaron for giving me the set. If you guys want to give the set, a shot, remember, 3 slot talisman is all you need. But if you're gonna run that way, you're gonna need a 3 slot weapon to go with it. So just remember that, 3 slot weapon, 3 slot talisman. But if you have a 10 hours of 5, you only need a 2 slot talisman, alright? There you go. But with that being said, it's been your boy Dak908, aka the Dig Dug himself. As always, please give me all your sets. For great swords, for not sword and shield, but great sword, switch axe, long sword, insect glaive, etc. Give me all your sets. I need them joints. And until next time, I'm gonna see you all later. Peace. Take it easy. Desire sensor. Stop hating. Ah.